279, 1 IS7, and the rest Dravex. Clueless are taking double BR, double STRV, double Mouse, 5 IS7s, and 4 Dravets. Obviously, it looks like more of a camp for baited with these double DTs plus the Canary one. Why is it not loading in? What? There we go. Okay, now we can see both teams, and looks like a pretty normal split. I7's trying to maybe go into the ball here. Quite dangerous. I guess he just actually very dangerous because he has no idea what's coming mid. Okay, he's just there to block, I guess. Anyone has put himself into the bush line. To make it so that, you know, EBR can't clear and all that shite. Right, looks like Clueless probably want to push over the hill here. Obviously grouping up to do so. I personally think going over the hill is probably the most easy way to push onto this camp. Especially when they have 3 things in mid. If this mouse wasn't on 6th line, then like maybe you could swing to the 1-2. Or like dumping this mouse into the I7, it's possible. But for now, it looks like pretty sitting still. I mean, I would probably bring the STRV to 190 if you're going to push this. Liv taking some HE damage. Probably took a 1-shot going in to the mouse or whatever it was. EBR is in the bush line. Don't know if he actually spots the hill though. No, he doesn't. Maybe the mouse does? No, he doesn't either. He's further down. But taking it quite slow, it seems. Kai needs to be quite careful here. He can get spotted out by the EBR on the hill. Would have been nice to know if they were spotted, to be honest. I guess they need player mod, I guess. Oh, never mind, they're coming to mid instead of pushing over the hill. I'm unsure about this move. Are they wanting to push 1-2? It looks like it. Double STV going towards there. Obviously, it'll makes it a lot easier for us to know we see everything, but I feel like pushing over the hill is just the easiest option. But it is quite a big delay. You have to kill the mouse, Dravek, you have to send something up for the STRV, and in the meantime they could maybe, you know, push you in mid, so you need to be careful of this. Well, and also just careful in general of them just sitting on the 9-0 and holding. Nicholas trying to clear the 1-2 here. He's going very deep. He should spot this K91 out. He should now. He does. He's going to pay his life for this. Will the K91 go down, though? Nicholas taking a shot into his tracks. Will he go down? He does go down, but the K91 also goes down in this time. And our EBR of Kayaku will be able to establish a very deep bush on the 1-2 now. And this EBR on the 9-0 is completely useless. CLUE will get down to this bush line here, and if he's very careful, he could go up to red line and spot these people in the A2 area. From this bush, he probably won't see anything. He does need to be careful of this 279, maybe peeking him. He might spot the 279 though, but I don't think so. I mean, now they're pushing down the 1-2 now with the Dravix. They're getting a bit closer, it seems. Maybe they want to go 3-line here. CLUE having a field day over here. The EBR is rotating out towards the 1-2, so he does need to be a little careful. He doesn't get caught out in a moment, but 4 minutes left now. It is very dangerous to be pushing with 4 minutes left on Proko. Very dangerous indeed. And I'd like this game to be over so we can go watch banter. So. CLUE got spotted out though by probably the IS-7 or maybe the 279. EBR is now dead though, and that's very good, but they lose their own EBR. And now, big problems. They have rotated because Baited know that there is a lot shooting them on the 1-2, especially the EBR's dying, that they know that there'll be a lot of people here, and there will be some peaks in the mid, and they will spot them kind of late, but hopefully they need to kill the mid so they can put a guy on E1 and they can farm A2 if possible. But here comes the push. Rice is just going to farm this though. There's no EBR to spot him at all. 279 is going to be a pain in the bottom, let's say, to kill. And I don't think he's going to die to this. He is fully angled up against these people. People are going to have to probably jump into the 3-line. It's probably better than staying here and pushing down this. I don't think they're going to win this. They need to kill obviously the 279, but this STRV is not killable, so they need to probably just dump into this 3-line and get under their guns, and the STRV on the rails will then be pushed back, and then they need to kill mid. They kill his mouse in the mid. The mouse also backs off. They should really jump over. They are now. External is going. Will he die for this? He might. He's 600. He probably might get overpeaked twice. STRV on the rails is also still alive, and obviously down now in health. Guns are even, though, but Bubble will go down. Deji is obviously farming the mouse. Sigma is obviously there, but they needed CLUE to live, honestly. Should be over though. No way to push anything. 9k down. Should be over here. If they jump into 3-line, I think they might have a chance, but they did delay this push quite a while. Really, you should be pushing on Proko with like max 5:30 left, I would say. Pushing with only just under 5 minutes left, probably like 4:30 realistically is asking to be pressured. You're in a lot of time pressure, basically. Hopefully they go die, so I can go spectate banter, but Liv is going back on the hill, so... Unfortunately, this is a W. Well, not unfortunately, I guess, but I'm rooting for more Clueless, obviously. I'm slightly biased, but... Unfortunately, a nice hold here from Baited. It looked a bit sketchy with, you know, their EBR or their KN1 going down at first, but... that was probably the moment that you needed to try and kill the middle so your EBR can go up onto the A line, or the 1 line, sorry, to spot the people in A2, but... I need Clueless to die in the next 30 seconds, please. So I can go to the next game. Pyro's living as well. And there he goes. The Liv should go down here in the next 5 seconds. I don't think we're going to have enough time to switch battles, to be honest. Let's just go watch Sakras, maybe to see what he's doing. So, next game. Baited bringing 2 BRs, 1 STRV, 1 CS, 3 I7s, and the rest Dravix. Probably a heavy mid strat. For Clueless, it's a triple Badger, 1 Manticore, 1 EBR, 1279, double Mouse, 1 Kennedy 1, 1279, and the rest that have vets. Obviously, quite a defensive lineup. Looks like Baited still going towards mostly the middle with a lot of their team. I7's being boosted into the bowl with the CS. Though at the same time, it looks like Dravix are like almost the same timing because the I7 got a bad spawn. EBR has pressured up a little bit on the 1-2. Doesn't want to go too deep because of the EBR. I7 will take the bowl here. Will they get shots onto Pyro? That is the question. It looks like they've spotted him out. Spotted Liv out as well, actually. Liv knocking down the tree, though. Getting into the cover. He shouldn't be spotted from basically anywhere now. But looks like Baited are quite happy just to sit for now. Try and get some info on what's happening. Clueless bringing up the mouse on the A9 line here. Trying to get under the hill here. Stiprek already under the hill here. Going to try and make a shield here. Still 7 minutes left. Plenty of time for a rotation as well. Like 1 minute basically. And it looks like they're going towards the hill at the moment. They have the CS on there. So I don't really get the CS anymore. I think CS is not really useful on Proko. I don't really see the point in taking it. Looks like he has... Does he have bounty HP? Yeah. I don't know. I just don't... What's the point of bringing a CS? Other than... I mean, I guess he was pushing the I7 to bowl, but... I guess it's only helpful for when the enemy team is going heavy mid, I guess. But I personally don't like it, because, I mean, I guess it's a somewhat sniper. I mean, no one's going to like the CS gun, but you use it as a sniper. But final rotations coming in for Baited here. They will try and pressure this out. I'm going to run into the mouse and Dravik combo here. So it's Stiprek? Yep, Stiprek and Poopa under the hill here. Obviously this Dravik needs to be good here to wrap around the mouse so you can use it as a shield for when they go past. But if the enemy team is smart, they'll probably have to stop and shoot the Dravik to make sure he dies. But it looks like the push is coming in finally, though never mind. Franek, final tank coming into for the repush. They're leaving one Dravik on the 1-2 to spot with the EBR. One I7 is in the bowl, and they have one Dravik mid, and they have their EBR also in the mid. Probably wants to try and spot the rails, possibly. But just waiting for the Dravik. Again, 5 minutes left is it's a bit risky to be leaving it this long to push. Also, the STLV going first is a bit also sketchy. If he gets spotted, they will definitely know that they're going to be pushing 9-0. And basically on the 5 minute mark, we have them pushing. Spotted out. Mouse is unspotted though. This will be quite a nasty surprise. Neo going down to 1500. Poopa trying to shield Stiprek though, and they keep on going past. Stiprek now needs to go and try and shield. He tries to go around. Poopa tries to do the same thing at the same time though. He needs to make the shield though. He needs to make the shield. Getting overpeaked on the top by Franek. This is nice though from Baited. They will catch the shield out. They're trading 1 for 1 right now. Should be 1 for 2 as well before they get into these positions. They're going to go out wide with one I7. It seems like no one else knows this climb. And this I7 goes down from this combo of the I7 and Dravik. It will be very bad. If they get 2 more shots in, make him a 1-shot. 2-shot, I guess. And this mouse now obviously will go down. They catch the Dravik. Mouse is going to try and go down, but they catch Frantic on the hill, though, and that's really bad here. Never forget, will go down from the 279, and now it is Chilling City for literally Clueless. They have nothing to worry about here. They've got their tanks on the rails. They need to make sure they don't lose the 1-2 fight with the EBR and Manticore. But nothing in mid for Baited, and this should be a pretty clean victory here. Looks like they're trying to maybe repressure the mid here. Kaya will spot it out though. He should proxy a spot even. And yeah, that was a very nice defense here from Clueless here. Kaya kind of caught out though. Probably will go down. No, I7 misses. But it should be all over. 3 minutes left and you're having to... They can't kill 9-0. 1-2 is basically unpushable. They have a Badger in the bowl even. And yeah, it should really be over here. Kaio might get out to spot the hill. He might. EBR is clearing Nicholas still. He might be spotted. No, never mind, he's not. Another game that will be lasting the 10 minutes, so I don't think we'll be able to get into the Vanta game. Because it's lasting too long here. But not really much more to talk about here. Kaya spots out probably Rice on the hill now, but yeah, I mean, a nice hold from Clueless here. This Mouse kind of surprised, I think, baited into this this push, when they did push, sorry. And yeah, they had to leave a Dravik on the hill, but he literally cost his life to overpeak him and kill him, and that's a very nice trade. 2 for 2 basically on the push. Nothing manages to, for some reason, climb up onto the ridgeline. And they have nothing on B0 to try and crossfire out. And, I mean, they just don't have enough tanks, really. I mean, they push with what? They had 4 out? Not 5? You know, they had, what, double EBR out and 3 heavy tanks? Or 2? Yeah, no, 3. So they had 5 out. They pushed realistically with 10, and they don't manage to break this hold. So, yeah, I mean, a very nice strat from Clueless. Right. Baited with the defense, bringing a STRV and a concept 5. Interesting. With 1 EBR, 3 279s, 3 I7s, and the rest Draviks. Clueless bringing 1 EBR, 1 STRV, double type 5, 2 I7s, 2 BZs, and the rest Dravets. Looks like a heavy city presence from Baited. Very heavy presence, actually, isn't it? Very, very heavy, very heavy. 279 going pretty aggro, it seems. Is he just a bait? I guess. Baited. Get it? Get it? Anyway, yeah, 279 kind of going off on his lonesome here. I guess Baited are guessing that they're coming full city as well. But they do need to be careful that they don't just lose this 279 for free in a slower game. 2 BZs aiming for the cross here. Want to try and get a punish. And they should. Let's see the damage. Boom. Boom. Ooh, big punish, big punish, big punish. Eclipse taking 1 from probably the concept 5 though in return, but a worthwhile trade. And you know that they're going to be heavy city now. Not bad information gathered. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Probably just because I can see the whole map. But surely, like, if you know the full city, I would like probably just clear out the other side with like a few, just to kind of win it, or win the side, bring the EBR over, see what you see on C2 or C1, and just take out that whole side. But I guess then again, you don't have anything spotting the rotation back, so they could leave city from the double I7, but does look they are wanting to push this out. Nice reaction. And they're leaving these 3 tanks here. Skill Doc probably should fall back here into a better position, because if they repush, he gets caught, kind of for free. Obviously they have these double type 5s here, with STRV probably covering, though he is going to cover the 1-2, but I don't think you need this many to push out the 1-2, to be honest. But Luca going down the 1-2 here probably will spot out this 279, and he does. Never forget me on the top here, using his 279 angled up to be unpennable. Have the concept 5 covering now, so this push will probably take 3 tanks out the game if you decide to push this. But yeah, push with too much and they catch everything on the K line, they can split the map, it becomes very difficult. But I guess as long as you hold mid, they can't push your base, but you know, they could go under you and start flanking. Can I draw on this? Like, you know, if they just like, can I draw on this? I don't know how. I don't know how to draw. But like, you know, they push this out, they kill this somehow, and then they get under. They push this with 3. And you know, you push this with too many, they come under, they can push under the here. This is kind of like unpushable into their base. They kill this guy under, and they have very good control. I can't draw. I don't know what the controls are. But yeah. Again, kind of slow. It's 5 minutes here. Just under 6, sorry, and they need to be starting to think about what they want to do. This 279 kind of needs to be pushed off this angle, to be honest, because if not, he just spots this rotation really early, and then they can just rotate back from full city, and yeah, well, not going to have a very good time. But as a decision needs to be kind of made in the next 30 seconds, and they are deciding to push out the 1-2 here, / AB line. But this 279 might spot this push at a really bad time. He should spot it now, I think. Yeah, he should now. I think he has. Have to see in the city. The Type 5s are pressuring up a little bit. They need to be careful that they'll probably just get repushed onto. 279 is falling back now. We'll have to see what the Types do in the city. And they are rotating back with everything back into their base. And you now need to be a little worried, but I guess what you could do is kill the 279 and then start coming under the 5 line to push up into the E line and come kill this IS7 and then get under this, because there's some very nice hold downs here. Like this hold down basically protects you from most things, especially if you have these Type 5s in the city. And yeah, I mean, Deji's probably spotted out by now, making some fake pressure in the city. Does need to be careful he doesn't get farmed by STRV from where he is now, but yeah, slight issue with time now. They probably could kill this IS7 in the mid, and they are going to with this EPR and STRV probably combo, but yeah, I mean, just they need to start probably swinging under now and getting this 5 line, E line control. Nicholas going under. Probably know the EBR is somewhere. This concept spotted out. Type 5s though are going to be pressured in the city though. This is a nice move here from CLUELESS though. They do need to be careful about the city, but it should be okay. They will get shot on the side though, but I think their plan is just to send it up and over into this push, and they're not together just yet, so they're losing a bit of health a bit early, but when this team gets it, EBR is spotted out now. He's trying to make his escape. He is on 1 health. He should go down to STRV, one would think. And he does. And they're pushed over into this group now. And this should be a nice catch-up. They will get all these guns, or they should. I mean, they're in a bit of crossfire, obviously, but it should be okay as a trade. These two tanks on the A-line are also very important. This fight on the A-line probably decides the game. If they can get these two tanks out, then they should win here. One's a one-shot, so this should be a win. 7k up for CLUELESS as well. They will catch this, and they will start capping with skill docks and probably DVR soon enough, and this should be over. CLUELESS with another victory on attack from highway, on highway. And that's a nice round for CLUELESS. Nicely led, I must say. Maybe a slightly slow on the reactions. Like, I think you probably could have pushed like maybe a minute earlier, probably. But yeah, nice play of going into the 5 line, cutting onto the Z line, and cutting off any rotations. Was a little worried about the crossfire, but in the end, it was nice. The left wave double I7 and the rest Dravets. CLUELESS bringing 1 ABR, 1 Type 5, 1 7058, 3 double 279, sorry, 3 I7s and the rest Dravets. Should be probably pretty obvious for Beta that they're going more towards the city here. But we'll have to see. I want to go watch Baited side. I want to see what they're doing. If they want to punish or they want to go straight to city. And it looks like they want to do straight city play. Having 2 out plus 2 EBRs. They have nothing punishing the mid other than Rice, which they will. Oh, this could... The I7s are going, actually. Yeah, I thought they were going city, like 9-0 way, and then cutting on the E-line, but luckily they're not for them. And none of the Dravics are aiming, which is also very good for them. But now you'll have 3 tanks kind of stuck in the mid. Maybe 2 would have been better. 2 shots for this. Definitely completely fine here. Just is a matter about city, realistically. Because they do need to be very careful about going into the city aggro. Because, you know, whole team of Baited is here. Hopefully they don't even see the I7 crossing, do they? Okay, they do. Luca probably sees it, so they know that they're going to be heavy city now. So, probably some slight adjustments here for CLUELESS. Obviously 3k up because of their tanks that they have chosen. And they do spot this cross out. They will probably go for Luca here on the 0 line. And Luca trying to back up. He needs to just turn around and get out of there, but he has no time left. He's going to try and side scrape on this corner. There will be a lot of punish here for this attempt at trying to kill Luca, and this punishment is really nice. These double type 5s here are already here. Captain will probably go down. I think he's permed. Will he? Yeah, he does, and I mean, that's a good trade. And now they're going to repush into this courtyard little area here. Jacob kind of on the back front. He needs to be careful he doesn't get caught, but now the timing's kind of off. They have got support here, but I think you probably can still do this. Luca will go down. So 1v1 trade, and health is managed. Now it's even again, and they're going to try and push into this, but I don't think they can unless they bring more tanks. And I mean, that's fine now. They're going to try and push in. Beta want to push in? No, they just want to hold this, make sure they can't push in and catch this XO, and Jacob here. And it's just going to be a big fight in the city. And these 3 I7s in the mid, kind of useless, to be honest. This is the problem about putting people there. They cannot leave after you put them there. Well, it's very hard to leave anyway. EBR is trying to go clear out the 9-0 here, and oof, big damage on Pyro. I don't know what happened to him, but they need to be careful that they don't get pushed out here now. It's obviously a 2v3. Obviously, Pyro, stupid pig, sorry, will give 1 shot. Oh my god, that's 2 1-shots here. That's very bad for CLUELESS here. I don't know how they got punished so heavily here. And they're going to pressure this out, and I don't know if this will go so well. Immensive taking a bunch of damage, though. Gets the kill onto Stupid Pig. Noggy trying to give a shield for Pyro here. And they do, but this fight is just not good for Noggy here. He has to give it basically his entire tank away, and at this point, you'd probably rather swap positions so Pyro dies, and then you're on 1300 to make a shield. He bounces Noggy with the shot and the miss, and they will try and reinforce with skill docks to put some pressure on here, but they will die for this. And yeah, the big problem is they just didn't catch the city, and now they're 4k down for Clueless. Still obviously very winnable, but 3 guns down. And yeah, not a great start for this game. This heavy city play in the beginning for Baited working out very well. Catching out the Dravik of Luca. And now they're pressuring up in the city, just as Rich and others were leaving. And now they'll probably find angles on the outside here, on the 8 line, and probably just annihilate the city here. I need some more water. They need to be a little careful with Baited though. Obviously, you know, 8k up in this scenario, but as long as they don't isolate themselves, they should be okay. Frantic going in, obviously first, because he has all the health. Though he does go down, but it should be an avalanche at this moment. Deji going down, Kayaku going down, Sugma will be next. Rich will be the one afterwards, and yeah, unfortunately, probably just left a bit too much. I mean, I really don't know how these I7s in mid lost so much health. That really just opened the map for Baited here. They had all their... I don't know what they were peeking, honestly. Were they peeking like here to try and get some shots and then just got shot by Draviks, I guess? I don't really know what happened. But yeah, not so great. Obviously, it's probably Baited with the fastest attack now. 2-2. I think it's a best of 3. I think so. What is the map? Okay, for Clueless we have double 50B, W100, 1E4, and the rest Dravets, which should be 10 if my math is not, if it's correct. Baited bringing 450Bs, 1 CS, 1279, 1E4, and the rest Dravets. It looks... I mean, it could be lower side with 279 on the 1-2 to go to the funny position with E4 and some Draviks somewhere else for Baited, but it really could be anything on Himmel. I wouldn't be surprised if this is full lower side, but also could be definitely full hill. And it looks like it's going to be full hill. Literally full hill. Yeah, with 279 on A5. That was correct. Though I would have thought he would have got some info on the 1-2. Obviously South is defending on Himmel here, so Deji waiting for maybe some info to get, but he is not going to get any, because little does he know they are full hill. He does need to be a little careful about the people he has sent to the window being caught out from the hill. This Dravik here does need to be careful, as well as Eclipse. They have seen nothing for 50 seconds now. Probably want to decide kind of what they want to do. To be honest, I would have pushed 1-2 already. Or I have at least sent someone to E1 just to see if there's anything actually coming. But you're in now a little bit of a pickle, I feel, where the CS is probably going to spot most of your team. And, I mean, now Baited have full map control. Not already full map control because they have nothing 1-2, but now they have full hill. You can't push 1-2. You're basically forced to basically sit on your ass and wait. And you're kind of just in a worse camp than what you would normally do, honestly. This Dravik and Eclipse do need to be very careful. If they get spotted out, there is some angles you can get on the hill to kill this guy in this window. And Eclipse as well. It looks like they're fully set up for a base push, so I don't know why really they will be aiming for the hill. But yeah, there Eclipse gets punished here. There's some shots from the hill, and now Deji should know, or the leader should know, that they're going to be full hill. Really don't understand why they kept Eclipse here. Honestly, Eclipse is getting quite lucky with the shots he's bouncing. He's somehow taking like 250p clips for free and still living just about. But this will cost him his life, more than likely. He should be permed here. Next traffic goes back from the window. Obviously there are some definitely angles that you can get here. He goes back. Eclipse will try and get around the corner here, and he does. He does live for this. But yeah, interesting. Why my Mumbai is getting... I don't know why he stayed. Why did he not run away here? Will he live? He does on a one-shot, but that's just 2 tanks down for no reason here. Are they going to push the base? This could be incredibly good timing here for pushing the base. Everything is on the hill. Only 1 E4 looking, and they have only 1 guy on the 5 line. So this could be amazing timing for Deji here, or Clueless. They are grouping up, and they will probably push this. And they will, if they want to do it, they should do it now, and they are. This is crazy timing. This is like absolutely fucking mental timing that they're going to get this. Only an E4 to shoot. He bounces or misses, and they're going to push through onto this 279. They're going to sit on the 5 line, but little do they know, there's nothing on the hill. There's 3 people coming back to base. I mean, someone should have gone out wide here to make the 279 turn. Liv getting tracked and held here. That's going to be bad for him. Is he trying to make a shield? Kaya coming out to try and shield him a little bit so he lives. I don't know. Liv looks disconnected here. He's not even looking the right way here, and he's just going to die, but he does give a little bit of a shield. Well, he gets Amarak. Immensive going down here. He should go slowly down. Couple of shots. Eventually, over time, will kill this. And I mean, look, the whole team of Baited has come back to repush this, and they need to be careful. This repush is going to be quite nice. 50p's going first is probably not the ideal way to start this push off, though. And they're going to go in with the 50p's first into this push. These Draviks need to get these kills before the 50p's do their full clip, but they're going to get it. And these 50p's are going to come in, and they're going to try and get these kills. Kaya nicely shielded behind everyone on 300 health on a one-shot. Next 50p goes down. Dravik goes down. The health is evening out slightly, but these 50p's are now going to be reloading, and they just need to get that team into the game. And these E100 and E4 are just kind of out the game completely, so they are 2 guns down. Clueless slowly getting down the HP, though. 4k down still. These 50p's are just going to be a big problem. Skill Docs against the CS. He should win this. He should get a one-shot here. Nicholas does the shot, finishes him off. Nicholas should kill Jacob next, but Deji's going to be all alone. Bobber's going to be next. Nicholas finishing Jacob there. But these E100 and E4 just out of the game completely. Nicholas is now going to be caught. That's an unlucky fire on Skill Docs, and it should probably be all over here. Nice kill from Pyro. Onto the Dravik, though. Nicholas is trying to run away, but he won't get very far. And all the health left on the E100 and E4. I mean, if they can somehow kill this Dravik and Deji lives, it's a miracle. But Sugma trying to get his shots off onto Rice. Does too. But he's going to be caught out. It really just depends if they can kill this E100. Yes, a bounce for Indigenous. Deji will get the shot off here. He should finish him off. E4 is going to try and peek him, but he nicely shields behind the corner. And will he try and peek? I don't know if the E4 is spotted, but if he is, he probably will be because Sugma probably spotted him. And, I mean, guns are even, but there is a guy called Big Sunny with 2,000 of this health, and he can basically decide what the game happens. Nice shot from Vuri onto that. Sugma going to get peeked, though. Will he get caught by the E4? He gives one shot, and he gets one shot. I mean, that's a decent trade, to be fair. This 50B gives one for Deji. If he somehow bounces with the 50Bs, it's going to be insane, but he gets one more shot off. If somehow he can bounce, he bounces. Deji gets the kill. Big Sunny now trying to get a shot on Scapola, and he does, but now the health is very equal. And now Franek takes a shot as well. The health is completely turned around here. 3 minutes left here. Super Pig crosses, takes a shot, though. I don't know if this is the play, though. If he can catch Franek, it is, but I don't think he will. He will get around this corner in time, I'm pretty sure. All the wreck of the Dravik, and he does get into this hold down position now, and now Big Sunny is basically the playmaker. If he takes a shot from the E4 crossing, though, it's going to be really bad. But now both teams don't want to make any mistakes. Big Sunny, this is probably the correct rotation. He needs to try and catch out Pyro here. don't know if Stupid Pig is trying to spot the cross or not, but if he goes for Frantic now, he should be actually very good. Pyro going to pick this corner. I'm not sure if he's going to try and push him off the corner. They're trying to push maybe Frantic off the hill here. I don't know. Big Sunny, this is like insane timing. Pyro gets across before Big Sunny spots him. And now it's really up a case of what the E100 wants to do against this guy. Does he know if the Dravik is somewhere behind him or not? Big Sunny gonna make the rotation back. Stupid should kill him as long as he doesn't bounce, and he does. Now Pyro's insanely bad timing here. If he was in the courtyard looking at this cross, he would see this, but he doesn't. Stupid Pig will probably give him 1, but he will go down. He probably gives him 2, but then he's just under over a 1-shot, sorry, for Pyro, and Pyro just has such bad timing here. If he was courtyard here, he would give him 1 and probably all over after that. He should give him 1 more. He doesn't. And now, I don't know where Pyro's going. He's just going to cap out, I think. Oh, no, he doesn't actually. He doesn't have time to cap. And Pyro will just run to the hill. This is very well played. Pyro will now just get onto the hill and he cannot cap. And it should be all over here. CLUELESS just pulling it off. And Pyro managing to get away just. He's going to get to the hill. Big Sunny's going to search for him, but he should not be able to find him in time. I mean, he probably does have enough time to go to the hill, but this should now be spring. The Pyro doesn't know where Big Sunny is now. And he knows he's towards the cap. Just depends on how Big Sunny wants to go. Does he go to the hill, or does he keep on the lower side? It's really just a 50-50 game here. Pyro deciding to stay on the hill in the little cubby hole. Oh my god, this is going to be actually insane. If Big Sunny goes towards the hill here, he's looking towards the hill Pyro. He will proxy him. Oh my god, this is going to be so close. 15 seconds left. I don't think he makes it. I don't think he makes it. Oh my god, he goes the wrong way. Oh my god. And CLUELESS somehow steal this game away from Baited. This is insane that he gets away. Holy crap. Oh, and CLUELESS are through to the final. Okay, next game. I don't think we'll be watching for too long. I think we'll go watch CLUELESS versus whoever gets to the final. But DOYOU versus Banter. So Banter taking double EBR, 1 STRV, 1 I7, and the rest Dravex. DOYOU taking 1 EBR, double STRV, 5 I7s and the rest Dravex. This looks like probably an underplay from DOYOU, just on the fact they have double STRV. So for some reason the mod's not working. In a sec, it probably loads everyone. There you go. Habby going through the mid gets spotted out instantly from Isini probably. And here comes this push from the I7s. They're going to go under straight away, but Banter are pretty fully set up for this. Are they going to keep on going under? They do. No, they're turning last minute. They shouldn't get punished that hard for this. So this is a nice adaptation. Ooh. I7 takes a lot of damage on this cross though. YOLO gets out somehow on full HP. And now the Dravex are running away. They will get into this hull down. And you won't be able to run away. I don't know if Blackadder staying was what they wanted, but Blackadder staying, he probably wasn't meant to stay, I would have thought, but they're going under now, and this is kind of the problem. They will kill Blackadder over time, but they're sending 3 for this dip, and I don't think 3 is needed. They're going to have 3 tanks stuck here. Blackadder now tries to leave now. Maybe this was the whole idea. Maybe the whole idea was to bait, and Blackadder will get away somehow, not taking... Okay, only takes 1 shot for this. And that's, like, insane that they send 3 under for this. Iseni's still in the mid, fully spotting these people. And honestly, based on the positions, this should be very hard for DOYOU to come back into. It's a nice rotation to come back to the 9-0 because they're just going to go under. You'll probably spot it with EBR. and you'll get punished. But if any, like, 1 or 2 tanks gets under and you can kill Happy, all these tanks in the bowl will die. YOLO's pushing all the way out on the 0 line, taking so much map control here, and he will spot out basically everything on the hill. I don't know if he gets spotted by Happy. No, he doesn't, and he's taking an insane bush here. STRV are spotted out, and it's just a slightly too slow the rotations here for DOYOU, and because of all this map control Banter has, it should be insane. YOLO will spot out these I7s coming. He does need to be careful. He doesn't get shot back on this cross, and he has to run away, so he will get shot on this cross, probably by double STRV and a Dravik, and he might die for this. He doesn't. He's very lucky. I7 goes down, I think in... Where does this I7 go down? What? I don't know. Maybe the bowl? I have no idea, actually. But slowly but surely, these I7s in this dip will just kind of die. The only thing really stopping Banter from winning this game instantly is the EBR in the middle. Nothing else can really be done. Obviously, Banter are attacking, but 6k HP advantage. It's going to be tough to overcome. And they are getting these tanks under now. Habi trying to maybe clear the mid, but now just getting spotted. Arseni gets spotted though, and that's kind of bad. Now they need someone to spot these IS-7s in this dip realistically, and they do have another EBR for this. YOLO probably will try and commit to the mid here, but this is just very hard to play. Very well FC'd, if I do say. And now they've retaken this balcony area. They need to be a little careful though. Though I guess it looks fine now. I was a little worried about this push onto them because they have no STRV support, but they will catch Banter. Conrad probably needs to go down. They need to peek again probably. It's only 2 Draviks shooting them, maybe 3. So they will kill Conrad. And it's not a bad trade. And they're going to continue onto these 2 tanks of Blackadder and Sabo. I don't know if they should finish them, actually. They should kill them. They have enough health to. But then they have 4 tanks, so probably going to end up being 3, maybe 2. It's going to end up being 2, I think, in this dip. And, I mean, 7k down. You have no real positions. They have under control. It should be game over, realistically speaking. This is always the problem about pushing into that dip. You can never get out of it. Now, next move is probably just repushing this dip again with more tanks. And just coming under, to be fair. Probably should be game over. Banter are still attacking though. They do need to be a little careful about time. And I mean, DOYOU have set up well for this though. They have brought basically everything to cover this flank. They have the double STRV, so if Banter does push across the open field, they will die for this. But they are doing the more smarter play, and they are just gonna go under here. And this should be the end of DOYOU's hold. It was a very good attempt, to be fair, just to be put in these awful positions. But, yeah, just painful. Good rotations from Banter. Basically bleeding them and forcing them into positions where they can't run away. And slowly dying. Should be plenty of time still. killing under, you kill this IS-7, you start going under to D4, you kill everything on this ridgeline, double STOV or whatever. They should be spotted for this, so you now know where most of their team is, especially because they shot you. And yeah, should really be game over here, realistically, but they have nothing on A0, so they do need to be a little careful. This traffic will farm this ball for a long time here, and he is getting a lot of shots, Ghost being set on fire. And the problem is, realistically, is Majestic Farmer really should probably leave, or Tomsky, and he is now, but they really just need this A-line control. If you can get the guy on A9 or B9, you can then kill the Drarek of Lagger? Lagger? Bro, I'm actually so stupid. Jesus Christ. Lagger. STOV's rotated back, but you know, when they get this A-line control, you will just cross-fire this C6 position. STOV going down, Lagger going down. Its Stimmy will go down next, obviously only 2 minutes left, but after the killer's I7 in the north, it should be no issues for Banter, though. Then again, they have gone into this position and they're going to be farmed by Habby. Do you need to be a little careful? I mean, obviously Cap should now be started and there is no way for DOYOU to reset this anymore. And obviously they will cap with 3, which is like 30 seconds, so should be over. And that is 1-0 for Jag Banter Reloaded. Good name. But, you know, to be fair, not a bad result for DOYOU. I mean, this game was very close. To say DOYOU did not really have Hello again. Okay. Yeah, looks like Trigger are doing a similar camp to what CLUELESS did in the first game. Nicholas taking the bush. He should spot out anything that comes in. Just needs to be careful. Hopefully he's turned around so he can run away in time. CLUELESS taking some of the map control here. What is this? Okay, I was going to say the EBR didn't move, but 279 obviously going into the position to spot the under with all the rail cars destroyed, because if you didn't know, you can spot through dead objects. Don't know why he's not going now, but whatever. Stupid big in his EBR, taking some good map control, and so far I would say so good for Deji, you know, and CLUELESS has taken most of the positions here. EBR's not really spotting a lot either. The CPR position is like not really that helpful other than to spot the cap. Most likely, I mean, it's kind of hard to decide what to do. Obviously, the 279 on the bridge is going to make it ridiculously hard to go under. You can't really go on the J line or whatever you want. So it kind of just leaves like you can either come under to the D line, or you can push A line, or you can push K line. Most likely, the best case would be get two I7s or some under the gun line here, with everything aiming so they can't overpeak onto you, and then rotate out and either push A line, which is probably going to be the case. Someone spotted there? Are they blind firing? Nice shot from Sugma. On to Alex. I'd say if they can just go with these double I7s under, it'd be actually pretty good. I have a lot of people aiming. What happened to these double Duravics? Are they just like making out over here? They're trying to get shots under the rails or something? I don't understand. I mean, Alex got pressured back a lot. I mean, he's on 1300 now, so I mean, pretty good damage from CLUELESS onto him, pushing him back quite a lot. Nicholas now going under. Will get fully under here, not spotted by the looks of it, and he's going to get all the way under as well. People on C6 are spotted though, but now Nicholas is under. Should be pretty good for CLUELESS. I mean, next really is probably getting some IS-7s under, because you need them to shoot the back of anything that's trying to reinforce A0. But big damage onto green there. I think they want to peek onto the CBR, and they do. They miss though with at least one of them. And Clip's taking 900 back, and they do manage to catch the CBR. It does cost them a bit of health, but in the end, it's not bad. But I do think there was a timing there to try and get your IS-7s under. I don't really know what Deji's going to do here. It looks like he's grouping up to go under the bridge. STRV's going north. Looks, I mean, I don't know actually. I don't know what he's going to do. There's a lot of Dravics in the south. They're rotating 2 Dravics down to the south as well. Just worried again about time. The time they get there, it's going to be 4 minutes left, and digging out this camp in 4 minutes is going to be kind of difficult. Dravics are now grouped up. Push does come under. They do get these nice positions, and they will start to swing out wide, and it looks like the push are not really ready for this. And they will get these positions out wide, and Trigger are gonna have to re-push into this, and they should take a lot of damage in for this. Angry, though, holding it down. They will get this nice punish onto these tanks coming in, but don't know if it's enough of a punish. And these I-7s manage to get under, and there's more tanks coming in, one by one almost, and they take another, like, 3,000 to get here, but now these tanks on the I-7s are now behind them, and they're going to kill this group. Instead of going out wide, they're going to kill this group on H0, H9. Pooper going in with full health here, and Pyro as well, and they will get these kills out. And they will catch all of these tanks here, and now these people in the corner are just kind of surrounded from all areas. Health is still even, but CLUELESS are 2 guns up. Just Aim is taking a lot of punish, and he is quite important. If he goes down, then there's a lot more play onto these tanks around on the dip, and CLUELESS look like they're trying to set up here, but they do need to be careful. 2 minutes left, and they're going to push out the north here with the 279 and EBR. The EBR is going to get away, so it's going to be very difficult for them to try and kill everything in time. Probably going to be forced to cap here, and the CPR is just going to run away. Oh, Marcel is one shot though. Nerf is also full health though, so I don't think they're going to kill this. They somehow need to kill the EBR, and then it's fine. But this north, they will win the south pocket. So many more angles for them, are able to keep their one shots alive because they have the high ground. And they will kill all of this area, but this cap is a bit of an issue. Minute left, it should be okay, maybe. Both tanks are one shots. Stupid Pig does need to catch the CBR, take a shot from the I-279, and Deji can finish him off, and he does. Nerf, and it should be now completely fine. 1 minute left. Cutting it close, though. Cutting it almost too close. But another round. 4. CLUELESS bringing 1E3, 1 STRV, 1279, 2 I7s, and the rest Dravics. Trigger taking 1 STRV, 1 CS, 1 I7, and the rest Dravics. Very diverse lineup. I probably won't be talking a lot this game because I have my dinner, but if there's any exciting moments, I'll try my best. But looks like CLUELESS are wanting to do a north hold with the E3 and 279 holding this area on the top. Pyro taking the position, taking a bit of damage though, but now it should be kind of quite the stable game for the next 3 minutes. Repush coming in from Clueless here, though. I'm not sure if this is going to fully work, but Trigger do have a lot out, but this push could be very painful. There's a lot of Trigger here, and Tom Rude is going to be the first, and he goes down. Danny will be the next, though. Elite will go down afterwards. They're having second thoughts about wanting to push this now, but they have no kind of choice. They need to kill the CS if they want to stay. Looks like Eclipse and Pyro will probably dump over into this, but they will lose North control over this, so they need to be kind of speeding up. CS is going to get pushed off. He does. He's going to go down to one shot. Pyro will kill him. And now they have the surround on these tanks again, and it looks like it's going to go quite well for Clueless here. Much more better positions for a surround. They just need to be a little worried about this STRV getting into position to farm them. And having them top of, like, just getting this top of this, you know, this ridge line to shoot all of this. But, you know, Noggy's still in the north. They have STRV in base to stop this as well. Eclipse will go down, but here comes the STRV on top, which is the main priority, and it's probably going to be forced Clueless to push over into this, and it's not terrible for them. It's going to be painful as hell, but if they focus out the guns, it should be okay. A lot of these tanks are kind of 2-shot, 3 shots kind of area, but they do need to be very quick at killing them. Nerfed should be next. Alex on the top side will be the one afterwards, and it's slowly going into Clueless's favor. They're getting a lot more of these kills open. Just Aim is just going to go down here, and now these positions of Crossfire should work out. This STV was a bit late to reinforce this area. Still need to be careful. Obviously, 2k up now. They're going to try and get into some better positions for the two Draviks here. Silver should go down. Bobber is a one-shot, but he should be safe. Very Big should go down next. And they will keep on pushing out the K-line, and obviously guns up heavily for Clueless here. Sugma going to get into the mix as well with his STRV. It depends on what's happening in the north as well. This is very important. Noggy should win this overall as well, so realistically this should be a win for Clueless. And a very nice 3-0. But at the same time, I'm very unsure if they're going to win this dump. Oof, CS taking a bunch of damage there. 1k down. Luca running away to make sure he doesn't get caught. Here comes the push on the K-line. Just needs to be a lot of good focus fire here. E5's in a good position. Noggy peeking up, probably spots them all coming. And they're now ready for this 3 going to the top. Always good. They'll make holddowns for each other, and the rest are sitting in this holddown ready to basically get pushed into. And here they go over. Elite should be first. He'll be the focus target. He goes down straight away. The next I7 or T-Quirt, whatever his name is, he'll go down. Though the BZ, it looks like he's going to be focused instead. He gets Amarak for 1k. Next is Marcel is typing. He will go down in a sec. 2 more shots. Rich is the last survivor after Deji goes down. Deji is still somehow alive. Alex is not shooting him for some reason. The focus fire is terrible. He's still alive. Deji's gonna get the next shot off against Alex as well. Alex will probably go down to Deji, and he does. Rich is still alive. All positions here. All positions lead to Rome, it seems. E5 is farming the side. Stiparek is being a sandwich, but he is covered from both sides as well, and this should be game, set, and match for Clueless. Clueless finally getting into the qualified group stage. And very nicely done. Bit shaky there in the semi-final for Clueless, but in the end, done very well. 4-0 against TRIGG. Obviously, I would say weaker players overall than CLUELESS' team, but definitely showing that they have a lot of promise. Showing a 4-0 victories. And now it should all be just cleanup, realistically. CS is out in the open on the top of the ridge. He should go down in one more shot, probably to the EBR. Proko giving shots to the K-line as well. They pressured up back now into the positions again. Now they just need to bring other things at the back if they can over. And they should be able to with the clips when he gets up with his HP after the pressure off the top. And, you know, 4K up, as we can see here. Or 4K in total, and it's 2K in total now. CS obviously I was at a render for the CS in the north, but yeah, nicely done for CLUELESS.